Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vassell. Welcome back to the Summer Spectacular as we continue through our coverage of various games. As we do each day, we're going to be jetting down to Australia. Stella's now going to be playing Pebble Rock Delivery Service. We're going to see more of Liz and Jason's top 50 games and more stuff. So stay tuned and then come back here in 2 hours for the Dice Tower Awards. We'll see you, but I don't know why I'm saying we'll see you, because you need to stick around because the video starts right now.
Welcome to the Dice Tower Summer Spectacular, featuring live plays, contests, and the Dice Tower Awards. We'd like to thank our sponsors and our special guests, and we hope that you enjoy.
Hi, it's Tarrant.
And Stella from Maple University on the Dice Tower.
In this video, we'll show you a playthrough for Pebble Rock Delivery Service in the Dice Tower Summer Spectacular. This game is designed and has artwork by Tristan Rosson and is published by Skybound Tabletop.
We also have a contest as there are 2 copies of the game up for grabs for worldwide giveaway. 2 lucky winners will receive a copy of Pebble Rock Delivery Service each.
All you need to do is email contest@dicetower.com with the email subject PRDS and include your first and last name in the email. The contest is open until midnight, Sunday, July 25th, 2021, Eastern Daylight Time. This information is also available in the video description.
Good luck everyone, and let's play, Tarrant. Hi everyone, we're here joined by our friend Henry from Special Tactic Games. How are you going, Henry?
I'm good, thanks, Stella.
On Instagram. Thank you so much for joining us to
Thanks for
play
having
this
me.
game. Yay! So we're gonna attempt a 3-player game of Pebble Rock Delivery Service. We're going to start with the overview of the game, and then we're gonna play a full game of it. If you're wondering, by the way, we are in Australia. That's why we are in thick clothes, despite of the name of Dice Tower Summer Spectacular.
Yes.
Alright, Tarrant, take it.
Okay, so this is a pick up and deliver game set out here in the oceans around Pebble Rock. We'll be playing over 10 rounds, and our aim is to take our little ships and we'll be sailing them out, making deliveries of cargo into all of these different places. And so we've got our delivery orders sitting here. So out here on the board, you'll see all of the different potential islands around the Pebble Rock Lighthouse where we can be going to deliver cargo. And yes, these are the delivery orders over here. While we're out there, we've got to contend with Larry the Shark. We've got Maisie the Whale. Maisie helps us with giving us new cargo. The shark hurts us, he eats our fish. We've got a pirate to avoid who steals our cargo. There's some treasures that we can go and find. So there's a lot of different ways for us to score points. And over 10 rounds through all of these deliveries, we're going to try to score as many points as possible.
Exactly.
Now, key things to watch out for here on the board. There are 3 of these standees with the pelican on them at the moment. Those are where the current delivery contracts are. So very quick visual cue for us to see where we're trying to go. Through the game, we will have choice of movement. So we're going to be rolling dice for movement, and we've got the green dice, which are nice and safe, steady flow, but you don't get to move as far. Or you've got the red dice, which you can move a lot further, but it's quite dangerous.
Riskier.
Yes, and so this second die will have worse effects potentially come up on there.
Ding, ding, ding.
We can go fishing during the game. We've got this die for fishing, and fishing can be spent to move, or fish can be spent to move further spaces. And so it's all about optimizing your movement, doing as much as you can within your movement. There's also a nice catch-up. Whoever is coming last on the score track at any given time gets to roll the best combination of the dice.
Oof.
The safe effects die and the fast movement die. So we're always all in with a chance. Alright, so now we will finalise the setup for the game. We get to choose first our starting places for our boats. So we do this in age order, from youngest to oldest. So
Uh-oh, I'll be last.
Really?
Yeah.
So Henry, you get to pick first.
I'm going first.
Yeah.
Great.
So choose one of the spaces around the lighthouse.
There's
I'll go
4 spaces, yeah.
Yeah.
And Tarrant.
I shall go over here.
And I will go over here. All right.
Okay. And now we also each have 2 assignment cards, and these represent an extra objective that we can try to score for 5 or 10 points. So we keep one of these secretly at the start of the game, and we score these at the end. And with that, we now go into the game. So the first player in the game is the person who last received something in the mail, which I'm sure is you, because you always receive our game deliveries. So
I'm sure that's right too. I'm sure.
But you received Henry today when he got here.
he's not mail.
Okay.
He is mail. He's not.
He's not male.
He's not
male.
stamped.
All right, I'm gonna be dangerous now. Let's be dangerous and see what happens. That's okay. Whew.
6 and a jet stream.
So jet stream is one of the safest one, or nothing happens. It will benefit other people.
Yes.
So I move up to 6. I will want to move. Where am I there? Okay, I can't take any more cargo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. I mean, it's the market. I like the market. I'd like to take jam sandwich. Seems fun. Discard to move 3 extra spaces. Might be handy.
Yep. So the market lets you take any one of the 3 face-up items that is showing here.
So I'll move 6, and that ends my turn.
Okay. Now it's my turn. I'm also going to live dangerously.
Ooh,
That's not too
lucky.
bad. So 6
not
with
bad.
a
Nothing.
6 with a blank.
Nothing
So
effect.
yes. So what I'm going to do. This is me here.
Mhm.
1, 2. So I can't quite get over to here. I've actually put myself in sort of a corner.
You
I
have
can go to
fish, though.
sheep's. True, and I can go to sheep's refuge. So I'll come out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh no, you're gonna
Nice.
steal my thing.
So I'm going to complete this contract
Aw.
here for sheep's refuge. That will give me 9 points. I'll advance 9 steps around the track,
Boo.
and then at the end of my turn, that's going to replenish. So I'm out of movement. I could keep moving, potentially.
I would have thought I should have probably like spent the fish now in thinking, yeah, that way.
That's true.
Anyway,
But at
doesn't
least you
matter.
got your fish for later, because now I'm looking. I could spend a couple of fish to get to a market, or I could just hold there.
Yep.
I think I might hold there for now.
Okay,
Okay.
done.
Cool. I think I will also choose to live dangerously.
Oh,
My dice.
yes, everyone likes a dangerous life. There you go. That's,
A 5 and
that's
a
not bad.
whirlpool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
I'll
that's
get down
5.
over here.
Yep.
1,
2,
2, 3, 4,
5.
5.
Nice.
I think I'll spend one of my fish.
Yeah.
And sorry, before we do that, we just reveal the next
Yep.
contract, which
yes.
is 4 cargo at Turtle Retreat. So we take this one and we pop it on Turtle Retreat, which is
I like the sounds of it. Turtle Retreat. It's
Yeah.
very calm and slow because it's turtle. I don't know.
yeah,
expensive.
slow moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, the retreat makes it expensive.
It's not because they are turtle. Anyways, yeah. All right. So you
Cool.
deliver that.
Yeah, I will deliver here. So that's 2 cargo for that. And
Excellent.
that's my fish. And we draw a new card. I'll grab
Yep.
this card.
That
not,
one?
Not
Uh,
Turtle
not that
Retreat.
one.
Oh,
we
sorry.
make our key.
That's right. Yep.
Cool.
So you score 9 points.
Woohoo!
9 yellow. So I'm up to 9 as well.
So now I can roll the good dice.
That is true. So
Yay!
let's
So
reveal our new delivery. Walrus
Walrus
Shack,
Shack.
which is over here.
Ooh.
Here.
You'll see the colours on the cards match the outline colours on the islands.
The island,
to
that's
help
right.
you find them around the board.
Woohoo!
Okay, so yes, the woohoos are because Stella is coming last and can therefore roll the high speed die
With the
and the
good,
good
effect.
resource die.
Yay! Hopefully I get some fish or something. I don't know.
You get to move
7.
14. So this
Oh my
one,
gosh, yes!
this one doubles your movement. So
Yeah.
Stella gets to move up to 14.
Everything is far from here, so but I should probably be able to get there. So mine is over there, the Elvis. I'm as Elvis. I want to go here.
Carry it on.
I mean, let me just count backwards. So 1.
1, 2, 3, 4,
4,
5,
5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh yeah,
12.
thank you.
That works.
Thanks for that.
And I can keep moving you, or you can wait there.
So 12 is there where I deliver 2 of these for 9 points.
Yep.
Give me 9, please. I have 2 more.
Yep. Shall take this.
Yes, and I will move. I want to get more items.
You have
1,
2
2,
movement left.
3, 4. Yeah, and plus 2. I want to go to the market, please. Thank you. And I would like to get the. Ooh. I would like to get the water cannon. Discard this card to avoid the dread pirate Roberto and send him to any empty space on the board. Just in case if I have just enough cargo that I don't want to lose and I need to deliver.
Yep.
Okay.
And this is round 2, by the way. We're playing 10 rounds. We have to move the badger along the track every time Stella acts. Okay. That is your turn.
That is my turn.
So the next one is at Walrus Hut. Walrus Hut is over here, so that's good. There is something close to me, and that actually works quite well for me. I can deliver that. So.
And we get points here, and we also get set collection, which is each color.
I'm going to roll the safe dice. There's a lot of fish on the safe dice, which I find is pretty helpful.
True.
So I've got 3 spaces and a fish die. So for the fish, I roll the blue fish die, and that's going to give me 4 fish.
Whew.
It's not bad.
Fisherman
So now I've got-
Terrans. Catch some.
Yep, so I've got potentially 7 more movement now.
What?
And then I can move 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. So
So you're
I'll
gonna spend
discard
one. Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
Before I finish my turn, I will complete the Walrus Hut delivery. Give up my last 2 cargo, which is 5 points. So only 2 cargo, but to one of the inner islands, not worth as many points. Let's take that off. And then I'm going to get fishing gear. I want to get big into fishing.
Yeah, it seems like so. Friendly
So we've
visit.
got friendly visit there now, which lets you bring the whale to you.
That's good.
Bunny Isle.
15
Bunny
points.
Isle, that's one of these. So 4 cargo to Bunny
Yeah.
Isle will give you 15 points.
Quite a trip for me to get anywhere.
Yeah.
Yes, it's all over
Who's
here.
the
in
last
yellow.
one at the
Yeah.
moment? So no one's actually.
No one is outright
No one's
last at the
last.
moment.
So no one's rolled that. The good die.
To pick up the treasure tile, do I just move over top of it?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep, so treasure is something you want to deliver to the pirate, and it will be worth between 10 and 12 points if you can do that.
Okay. I think I'm going to roll these safe dice.
3 and fish.
3 and a
Alright,
fish.
roll
Three
fish
and a
dice.
fish.
The fish dice just here.
Fish dice.
Yeah,
4.
it's 4 fish.
Oh, sorry.
Perfect.
Here, your fish.
Thank
Take your
you.
fish.
I'm going to go get this treasure. Go 1, 2, 3.
So that goes into a slot on your board.
And I might move another 5 to get one of these items from the shop. So I'm going to spend 5 fish and go over to here. Can I get the friendly visit from the whale?
Nice.
Perfect, thank you.
And we've got the cargo upgrades.
Ooh.
This one would let us increase to have capacity of 5.
Now round 3.
Round 3.
Oh, maybe I should probably get that. It seems like a good one. Where am I? There, and then I'm not dead last again. I kind of want to get to the treasure as well. You know what? I'm gonna draw the brave one. Has anyone drawn the gentle dust? No, you have.
I have.
Yeah, we
And we
just did. Yep.
Yay, 6. 6 and save. 5, 6. Your thing is here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yay, and then exactly 2. Just give up.
Yep.
And take the wall stick, which is 5 points, please, for me.
You are red.
So I'll do that.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna put mine over here. And also I will go to the market and get the cargo upgrade. Hold up to 5 cargo. Place your upgrade cargo help on your player boards, which is this one. And I'll put it there so I can hold up to 5 now.
Nice. And you want to just draw a new delivery?
Yes, thank you.
Turtle
Yellow.
Retreat. So Turtle Retreat already has one. So we
So-
discard that. There can only ever be 1 active delivery for each.
There can only be one.
Yes. It's a shame because that would have been the only one I could have possibly delivered to.
Ah, sorry.
I am regretting having.
The gentle dice.
I'm regretting having not spent a couple of extra fish and gone back to refill because this is actually going to be a fairly inefficient turn. So hopefully at least I get some fish out of it.
Yeah.
3 and
6.
double movement.
Yeah, 3 times 2 is 6. Not bad.
It's pretty bad.
No, really?
Because all I need is 2 to get back to the middle. What I can at
Sorry.
least do is get one of those jet streams off the board. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, and I'll stop there.
Mhm.
I'll discard it. I'll re-roll my movement die,
That's
The
3,
four.
4, 5, isn't it?
and then I'll just move one more step and stop.
It's not bad. 3, 4, 5.
So I'll stop there. I will grab 4 new cargoes.
Very good.
It wasn't. It was inefficient. I realised I should have. I was hoarding my fish too much. I should have spent them
yeah.
to get those at the end of my last
Oh
turn.
well.
It's alright. I shan't make that mistake again.
So I believe I am coming last.
You
Yeah,
are.
so you
I
got
will
a
get
goody
this
goody.
one and this
Oh.
one.
That's a good catch-up mechanic then. If there's that sort of thing, you roll bad and then you get the good one. Ooh,
So
that's
I got
good.
6 and fish. So I roll the fish dice. I
2.
got 2 fish. Not great.
Sorry, only 2 this time.
It's alright.
Weakest haul of the ocean, but that's okay.
The sea is not kind to you this time.
And I get. So I can drop this treasure at the pirate by passing through him,
By moving adjacent to him. you
moving
don't have to
adjacent
pass
to
through.
him,
Yeah,
and
or-
he won't steal any of my stuff, right?
Not
If I'm-
until you move through him.
Okay.
Or we roll the pirate die. Then
And
Well,
I
up
don't
to you.
need to stop there. I can just pass and drop the treasure on the way, or do I have to stop adjacent to the pirate?
You just have to move through the space adjacent to him.
Okay, perfect. In that case, I'm gonna have a friendly visit from the whale. I'll spend this card.
Yep.
I'll bring him adjacent to me and get a cargo. Thank you. And now I will start moving 6. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and drop my treasure at the pirate.
Yep.
Nice.
So let's
do we
reveal the
flip
score.
this? It's
10,
10 points.
10 points. So it's
Whoa,
the
winning.
It is
Nine,
the
two.
worth between 10 and 12, so it's the weakest of the treasures, but
No.
treasure
Sorry.
is treasure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 points not bad.
Yeah.
And that was 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 2 more. 5, 6. And I think I'm going to spend 2 fish to go 2 more spaces.
Mhm.
And I'll go to here, 1, 2.
Nice.
And grab one of these.
The shark repellent or friendly visit again.
I will get the friendly visit again.
Yay.
Thank you.
There you go.
Perfect.
Okay,
Why am I yaying? I want that one.
into round 4. So
Oh.
the new one there is a lucky shell, which you can discard to re-roll a die.
Oh. All right. I can actually. I do have that. Discard to move 3 extra spaces.
Where did you get all of that?
Oh, I've been like
so many
stopping.
full.
I've been stopping on the market space.
Mm.
All right.
I have not.
Well, you have one. I haven't used any. I should probably use.
5 and
of
the
each other.
pirate. So you have to bring the pirate to one of the 3 adjacent spaces.
Yep. Just put it here. I
But
don't
you have
cargo.
no cargo, so there's no negative effect.
Yay! Bye bye, parrot. 1, 2, 3. So I'll fill up all my cargo.
Which is 5.
Yay! Now it's 5.
Alright. Let's see, you did not move, so I don't get to roll the good dice. The
No.
good combo.
No.
I'm going to live dangerously this time. 8 and the
Knock me
pirate.
over.
So
Lose 1.
the pirate has to come to this space here, because it is adjacent. It's the only empty adjacent space.
Right here.
And now I've got 8 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can snatch Penguinberg away. It's probably the thing to do. And I can. Penguinberg is now the only one I can afford as well. So it's not strictly
Yeah.
a main action. It's just the only profitable one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So that's 3.
Yes.
I complete Penguinberg.
Yep.
That's 12 points.
Wow. Oh, now I'm the last one. Yay! I get to roll good dice. Why am I like happy?
And I've got
Fun.
1 more movement, and I think I'll actually spend 2 fish to go and grab the treasure. Get the treasure
Solid.
while it's on the board. There's only 4 on the board, so
You finish your movement?
get it while it's on.
There you go.
Walrus Shack. We're back over here.
Ah, I have 5. Okay. Is that your turn? Yes.
Okay.
It's Henry's turn.
I am going to roll the risky dice.
Everyone's here is risky.
Oh,
six.
That's the pirate again.
Pirate.
So it's going to come in next to me.
So this game has got a little bit of strategy, but
I lose a
it's probably
cargo.
it's good for family because it's simple enough.
Can I use the friendly visit card now?
Yes.
I will bring the whale over. Do that one.
Stock
To get
up.
myself that cargo back. I just got stolen.
Mail delivery.
And
Wow.
I'm gonna head towards the Walrus Shack. So I'm gonna go
Awesome.
1, 2, 3, 4, and deliver 3.
Wow. And you get a.
And I'll get those 7.
7 points. You are yellow.
And do you want shark repellents or one of the 2 shark repellents or lucky shell?
So I think I've got a couple more.
Oh, right.
Oh, sorry. Should
Yeah.
I have done that at the end of my turn, or?
You have to
It's
finish.
only the market. That's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you came 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've still got 2 movement.
Still got 2
That's
movement.
fine,
I think I'm gonna go 5, 6, and refill my cargo.
All right. Cool,
4
cool.
new cargo is probably better than a lucky shell.
So, you
Where were we? Walrus Shack? Yep.
and that is Bunny Isle, which is the same. Discard.
Dolphin Island.
What?
Still pretty close.
Mm.
All right. That
That's
was
round
round
5.
4. So we go to round 5.
Now I'm the last one still. Yes.
Yes, you get the best combo again.
Hopefully I get a really good one. Like, no, not really.
6 and fish.
Okay, 6 and fish. 6 is not good. 4. Yeah,
4
it's not
is
bad.
good though.
Yeah. All right. 4 is the highest fish, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
If I go to turtle retreat, I can just back there straight away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Sorry. Can I just go there? Turtle retreat instead.
So
Yeah,
4
just
extra points.
Thank you. So I just got 2 more, and I have 2 more, I believe. I will go 1, 2, and then I can discard this to move 3 extra spaces, or I can use fish actually. Well, let's move fish. 1, 2, 2 fish, and I get this one as well, which is in Bunny
You
Isle.
do
Oh
not
no! I knew it. I knew there's some. I knew why I want to go. Yeah. Never mind. In that case, I'll just go back to the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, which I need to spend 2 more, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. Is that right? My
think
math
so.
might be off. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And you refill your cargo.
So you give me 9.
Yes.
Yeah, and I refill my cargo. Ooh. Yeah. I don't know why I did that. Maybe it's not the most efficient, but we'll see.
Getting your cargo back's always good.
No, yeah, that's actually true, yeah.
All right. Now, I'm in a potentially dangerous situation because if I want to get to the pirate, but I do not want to roll the pirate because this is the only cargo that he can steal. But it's going to take me a lot of turns to get back there.
You can go through the whale and get a.
Yes, but if
Cargo.
I roll the pirate, that'll resolve first. So
Yeah.
I'm going to take the risk because nothing ventured, nothing gained.
This is a
But-
high risk though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got a 1 in 6 chance here of essentially
Ooh.
costing myself
A lot.
10 points.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yay.
That's not a bad roll. So the
Yeah.
shark hasn't come to play yet. The shark comes to visit me.
You
And
lost a-
oops, I have to roll the fish die and lose that many fish, which is 3.
Yep.
So I'm becoming very short on fish now. And I think 8 just gets me to deliver the treasure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I will hold there. I will deliver the cargo. 11 points.
Yay.
So I move up to 37.
Amazing.
And I will halt there and I'm going to grab a shark.
We haven't
points.
opened it there.
We haven't. It was never part of my
Oh,
plans.
sorry.
So
Yep, there you go.
wasn't waiting for it. But Watcher's Rest is the next one that's open.
Okay.
It's a very cheap one. 1
Alright.
cargo for 3
Oh.
points. All right. So I'm going to hold there.
Mm-hmm.
That's treasure delivery working well for me.
I think I'm gonna roll this safe dice and make my way.
Do you remember the game called Broom Series? Like when you want to do it bravely or cowardly? Is it bravely or cowardly?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like, this reminds me of that. Well, it's a completely different game. Have you played that, Andrew?
No, I haven't played Ring Service, no.
It's a fun one. Alright, so 4
I
and...
rolled the whale, which unfortunately doesn't
Aw.
help me with my cargo situation, but I get to move 4.
Mhm.
So I think I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
And, park myself here.
Yep.
I will deliver the 2 cargo to Dolphin Island.
There you go.
Yes.
5 points.
5 points.
5 points.
I'll give you that.
Thank you.
And I believe I get to roll the fish dice to finishing on the fish space.
Yes.
Yay!
So 2 more
Two.
fish.
2.
Not being very lucky with my fishing,
That's
but that's alright.
We should have a new item as well.
water cannon. Discard. Oh, the Dread Pirate. Again. Go.
Alright, you want to
so-
reveal the next delivery spot?
Thank you.
Yes.
That would be Watcher's Roll. That one is
We already have a watcher's rest, so this
Oh,
one
I was like excited. Go pick up passengers.
It was a passenger one, but yeah.
Yeah.
But, Meerkat Mounts.
It's right next door. Someone.
Right next
That's
door, if
you.
only I had some cargo.
1, 2, and 3. All right, let me just roll the dangerous dice. Oh, hang on. No, I've got
You
the
get
good
to-
one
you
Oh,
get
again.
yes, you are at
the
the
double
back, so
dice.
you get the good dice.
Thank you very much. Come on, roll high, please. 10.
10.
So
Ouch.
double. Double trouble. Not double trouble. 1, 2. Unfortunately, I have to go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't lose anything. So that is the
Watcher's
Rest.
Rest.
so 1, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And then the next one is, how many did I move so far?
6, I
6.
believe.
Yeah, thank you. So 7, 8. Oh no, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I lose 1 cargo.
Yep.
That's 10. I can move 10. Nothing is under there. So I deliver to make it. Well, I'll deliver 2 and give me 5 points, please.
Okay,
Didn't quite make me last.
And that's it, I think.
that's it.
Yeah, sorry,
We'll do
Henry.
New ones.
Almost disappointed.
Get one
there.
more point, Stella.
One more point to make you last. Yes. alright.
Penguinberg and Bear Haven. So I am now facing another very inefficient turn.
Oh no, sorry, turn.
Why am I rolling the fish dice? So I'm rolling 2 green dice.
You want fish, don't you?
I do want fish, that would be nice.
3 and
3 brings
cargo.
the
Cargo for you.
I believe that will go. Which one are you? The Oscar.
oh yes, sorry,
Yep.
my mistake. So this will come there. I'll lose this immediately. 1, 2, 3, but then I will gain it all back.
Okay.
Okay.
So I've had 2 very inefficient turns like that.
Sorry, turn. You're still winning, right?
But I am winning. So.
Yeah.
But I'll be hunted down. I think you've both got a lot more items and
Yeah.
things going on than me. Okay.
Okay.
So there are 3 different colors, right? Red.
4 different colours.
4. Sorry, 4. Yep.
Let's see how far we go. Go 8.
8.
Good.
Double 4.
Bear
very-
Heaven. That's so cute. Bear Heaven. Bear Heaven. Looks like Gentle Bear.
Yeah, some of these standees are very cute. I do like Penguinberg here.
Oh, so cute.
Little ice fishing penguins
Yeah.
on top of the iceberg.
Okay, I think I'm going to make my way to Bear Haven. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And deliver the 1 cargo over there.
For 5.
5.
Give me the penguin. Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm
Thank
going
you.
to
Thank you. Yeah,
spend,
because you said penguin before.
I'll spend 3 more and travel over to this treasure. My trip
very
worth it
good.
down there?
Very good. That's you finished?
Yep.
Okay, so is it round 7 now? Dolphin Island.
Dolphin Island.
Round 7.
Round 7, you'll go. You're back on the good dice. So we'll give you fast movement and
Thank you very much.
resource.
I mean, why would I want to take this, right? Where am I right now?
You are
There.
there. Meerkat Mouse.
6 and
6 and fish.
All right. Come on, 4 fish. No, 3. Yeah, not bad. 3. You just said 2? No, 3.
3.
All right. I'm back there, and then that city pirate. So I should probably like go back anyway. So I'm gonna go. Oh, this is very inefficient. I need to pick up cargo because there's no way I can deliver anywhere this now.
Unless you go through the whale, I suppose.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you can go through the wild to Penguinburg.
that's actually true. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get 1 cargo because I passed through the friendly whale, and then deliver these 2 for 9.
Aha, no more good dice.
And then I can still move, right?
Yes, that was 5.
Well, 6. Yep. Reveal.
Where are we
Ready?
going?
Doo-doo. Watcher's Rest.
Choose rest.
Back over here.
Yay.
All right, I've got a ship full of cargo again.
Nice.
I'm in the middle.
Yep.
I'm almost last now, but I still am not completely last, so I get
Yeah.
to roll the
Fine.
danger dice. It's a tough time to take the danger because
Oh,
most of these are 4, but I can go to the Watcher's Rest if I lose something.
Yeah.
So, yep, we'll roll the danger. 7 and nothing.
Yay! Lucky.
All right, so I'm here. I can go 1. Oh, where am I going? Over here or here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
That will
Let's see.
that will
This is
work. I
exactly-
think that's good
yeah,
for
that's
me.
pretty good.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I shall spend all of my cargo.
Yep. 15
15,
points.
wow.
That's a lot.
Bunny Island for 15. So so I go past 50, I go up to 52. And then I'm going to spend 1 fish to go back to Turtle Retreat for the fishing spot. And roll a
Nice.
fishing die. Oops. That is a 3, but because I have fishing gear, I get 4 fish.
Wow. So good.
Okay. Reveal the new one, and okay, so now we've got a special type of delivery, and this is the passenger. So everything we've seen here has been cargo delivery. The passenger delivery, you pick up a passenger from a certain spot where I already am, so I've got a good chance at that next turn. And you deliver to,
Oh, Henry can go and.
or someone can
swipe it.
snaffle it from
Yeah.
plenty of time. And then deliver them to Lemming Retreat over here. All right, so you're not coming last, so you get the good,
Yep.
the best combination.
And I can see Henry's
Tactically
collecting like
last.
red and yellow, red and yellow. Maybe something to do with the secret objective.
It's possible. You do only need 3 to.
It's actually true, yeah.
You can't level up points beyond
What's this
3.
guy? This is
Yeah.
the whale with. I'm correct?
6 and the
6
fish.
yeah.
That's the fish, not the whale.
Fish. Oops. So I
which
roll
is the-
fish.
yes.
Yep.
See.
Number
2
2
fish.
fish. I'm not a fisherman.
You're not, not quite the angler you were cracked up to
Theron is.
Oh, okay.
What is that movie that we watched recently? The Eurovision Will Ferrell movie?
be. Yes.
Is it Iceland? Is that in Iceland? Yeah, that's a
Mushroom,
fisherman.
Yes,
Quite
Yeah,
get
fisherman.
yes
there.
they were on a boat.
Yeah, that's on the
Yes.
boat. That's why like my mind went there. I don't know if anyone watched it. I don't know. Have you watched that?
No, I don't think so.
Story of Fire Saga.
Yeah, right.
That's quite a good movie,
4,
though.
5, 6.
I think.
It was fun.
Can't quite make it to refill my cargo, unfortunately. I'm 1 fish short.
Oh no.
Okay.
Can you at least drop off your treasure before it's at risk?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
a long way.
That must be the same.
I sort of need to roll the risky dice, but I can't actually do that when I'm last. I know. I could have dropped my treasure off
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'll spend 1 fish to just get that 1 more spot.
Yeah,
At
why
least
not?
get an item.
Shark repellent, water cannon for the pirate, or lucky shell. Discard to reroll a dice.
Discard to reroll dice. Maybe I'll get the water cannon
Yeah.
just in case.
Oh
pirate
yeah,
comes
yeah,
along.
that's actually
Yep.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's an important
Lucky
one
shell.
when you're hoping to score those treasure points.
Yeah.
Okay, round 8.
Game's wrapping up.
I'm not last.
There are 3 rounds left, and
Okay.
one thing to consider is that at the very end of the game, you'll get 3 bonus points if you've positioned yourself to get back to the lighthouse.
Oh. 6-0.
6 and nothing.
6 and good, nothing.
Yes.
So I will move. One, where is the closest one? That's actually Watcher's Rest. I don't have any cargo. Oh, so sad. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Pirate's been camping out there for quite a while.
Yeah, no one's actually rolling the parrot. So if I leave it here, I can boost. No, it doesn't really matter next time. Let's just proceed for 6, and then I just fill up my cargo with 5 now. I mean, it's been 5 for a while, but yay 5.
Very good.
I think that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
My go. I'm going to... I've got not that much to lose, so I'm going to live dangerously.
Makes sense.
7 and the pirate. So the pirate is joining me. I shall put him...
Yay, the parrot's gone.
Put him down there.
You don't have any...
I don't have any cargo, so
Still.
I ignore the pirate's negative effect, and then I get to move 7. So 1, 2, 3, and as I leave here, I'm going to pick up this passenger.
Ghost.
So that's 3. We'll move that over there. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nice.
I'm going to go on this jet stream, and I'm going to try to make this delivery all in one go. So I get to re-roll my movement die from this turn to try to get to Lemming Retreat. I get a 7.
Nice.
Nice.
So this comes off the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well done.
So
Too
this
good.
delivery occurs. 9 points for that.
Very good.
And I can spend a fish to head back there. I don't have any cargo to deliver, but I can
Here's the master fisherman.
Yeah.
There we
generate some
go.
fish.
Yeah.
So I get
Very
5
good.
because of my fishing gear. Okay.
Cool.
I get the 2 good dice, which is this one and this one.
And let's reveal the new delivery as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
Walrus Hut. Over here. 3 cargo.
7 and...
7 and the
And
whale.
the
Whale.
Okay.
Where are you right now?
I am here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can just put the whale. Maybe put it behind me.
Yeah.
Put it further away from you guys.
Makes sense.
Only fair.
I'll grab the cargo.
Yeah.
3 to Walrus Hut. 2 to Watcher's Rest. 4 to Dolphin Island.
Okay.
You need to deliver that.
See.
Right? Oh, you want to be
Okay,
efficient.
1, 2, 3, 4 to begin and deliver my treasure to the pirate.
It's
That
12.
is
It's the best of all the treasures.
Oh.
So you're up to
So
48.
do you want to stop or do you want to keep moving?
I'm going to keep moving.
Yep.
So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
5.
was it? No,
I think it was
started here.
4.
1,
It was
2,
4,
3,
pretty sure. Yeah.
I got 3 more, so I'll go 5, 6, 7, and I'll spend one last fish to make it
Yeah,
to
makes
port
sense.
and
Refill.
refill that
2.
to
There you go.
full. Perfect.
Very good.
You made the last one now?
Yes, you are
Ooh.
coming last. So
9,
going to
2 more
round
rounds.
9.
All right. Like, come on, good stuff. 8
8 and
and
the whale.
the whale. Oh, I'm full, so that's okay. I want to go to,
You still need to bring the whale
Walrus
to
Hut.
here.
so 1, 2.
Yep.
So that will get me deliver this. So 7 points, please.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3. And what's that? Watcher's Rest. There's 2. Oh, I can do it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can spend a fish to go there.
So what did you roll?
Where's
7,
my...
I
You
think.
rolled
thank
an
you.
8.
8.
So,
Oh, I can.
so 3, 4, 5.
Oh, that's even better. So 2. Let's get the. Is that Watcher's Rest there?
Another 5 points.
5, you are red.
And how many more move here do I have?
So that was 5. So you got 3 more.
3 more. Okay. No, I have no cargo, so 1, 2, 3. Whoops.
Good turn.
That's quite
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. All right. Terrence then. And do we
Mine's-
refill this?
Yes,
So
let's reveal
Turtle
those.
Retreat and Parrot Isle.
Alright, Isle down here. All right. What am I going to do now? So I've left myself in quite a poor position because I'm without cargo, and I want to try to get back to the middle again. So I guess this is a turn of getting back to the middle.
Well, you won. So you like.
There's
The
every
point.
round
The
counts.
Not too poor position
Yes.
on the victory point track there.
Yeah.
Alright, 6 and safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with a fish.
Yep.
To refill my cargo going into the final round.
Good.
Very good.
Alright, where's that good dice? Can I grab that one?
No.
Tactically last as usual. We're going to go 8 and the whale
Into you. Yep.
turns up here. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 first of all and deliver to. Oh no, wrong way. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mhm.
And deliver
Dolphin
4
Isle.
cargo to Dolphin Isle. Yep.
For 9.
For 9.
Which brings you. Which one are you? You're that. Brings you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
7.
There you go, 57.
Yep.
See, it's closer than you said.
1, 2, 3,
Well, I'm the
4.
last one now.
And I got 4 more. Where's that whale? A little bit too far, maybe. This one's done.
First one part, so it will be this one and
Oh.
that one.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go
How many more do?
5, 6, 7, 8.
Can double back, right? Yeah.
And I'm gonna grab 1 cargo from visiting the whale.
Yep.
And unfortunately, I don't have a fish to get me
Yeah.
that one more
so-
spot to
yeah.
a good space, but I think that will do for now.
Okay.
And yes, it's my turn.
Okay.
Alright.
We enter the final round.
Din, din, din. So this one goes to Walrus Hut.
Walrus Hut.
So I'm last, I believe.
Yes,
So I got
you
the
are.
good die
Mm-hmm.
for my last one. Not bad. Is fish and 7.
7 and fish.
Yay. Come on. 4.
4 fish.
Hooray. Sorry, Henry.
Yeah, you guys are really learnt your fishing skills before
Okay.
you came on this one.
I like the look of the Walrus Hut, so let's see. And I'm pretty close as well.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And deliver 1, measly 1, but that completes like my sets collection, whatever.
Yep. So 3 points.
3 points. So let me just see.
A couple more points, Stella.
Oh, I need to Where's Pirate Isle?
Over here.
Oh gosh, it's too far.
Remember, you get 3 points for going back
I
home. If that's all you
know.
do. You're here.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
7,
8. So
I
I'm
think
4
it's
shots. I can make it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. So 5 shots. Yeah, I can pay with that, and I can go there.
Wow.
Is it worth it though? I'm like, I got 3 points, but that's only 5 points. But I get to.
Yep. You're
Get
gaining 10 and you're losing
Yeah,
4.
that's all right then.
So,
So I'll go there and then get the pirate liver 1. Please. Thank you.
Okay.
And that's it.
strong end game points there.
I don't know
Yeah.
about that. So reveal. So Lemming Retreat, please, and Bunny Isle.
Where's the other?
There's Lemming Retreat.
Where's the other
Where's our
pelican?
pelican gone?
It flew out.
It flew away.
Flew away.
We've
There
got,
you
we've
go.
got 3
There.
on the board.
Walrus
so
there.
Walrus should
Walrus,
be
yeah.
over at Lemon Retreat.
All right.
Mm-hmm. That is my last turn ever.
Okay. Yes, I'd forgotten about those sets. There's no way I can complete one. I think
Okay.
you're,
Not even close.
think you're going to pass me here, but I need to. Let's see. If I go to Turtle Retreat, I can do a cheap delivery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's no problem with me rolling the
Dangerous dice.
dangerous dice.
Do it. Shark. And
Shark.
7.
So I'm going to spend my shark repellent to avoid the effect of the shark.
I wish there's such thing as shark repellent, like in real life.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deliver Turtle Retreat. 2 cargo for 5 points. 6. And I'm going to go fishing.
Da-da-da.
2, but 2 becomes 3.
Yes.
Nice.
Tarrant the fisherman.
Yep.
That's your turn.
That's my turn.
Okay, let's reveal the last delivery. All my hopes and
Oh,
dreams
yeah.
are depending on this.
Meerkat Market.
Unfortunately,
No?
it doesn't come with cargo.
No.
That's okay.
That's an expensive one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a lucky roll. We got the 2 good dice, so maybe. What are we hoping for?
What are you hoping for? Hopes and dreams.
Hopes
8 and
dreams. So I got one more chance at trying to fish efficiently.
yeah.
Let's see if we can master this. Yes!
Yeah,
Oh,
finally. Well done. 4 fish. You've been getting like 2.
That's a big trick now. I got
Yeah.
12 movement. So I need to go through the whale and avoid the pirate. So I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's pretty doable. I think we'll go that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
Do that one. And
You
I
go
get 1 cargo from the whale, and then I'll
Mm-hmm.
spend 2 cargo to get the
2. Yeah, that's
Yep.
right.
Oh,
bunny isle.
You mean 2 cargo, 1 for the pirate? Bribe?
I avoided the pirate.
went
Oh,
around
right,
the
right,
pirate.
okay.
So that is
That's 9 points.
9 points.
Nice.
Hey.
Join me on 66.
And that was 8, wasn't it, that I moved just then?
Yes.
I might as well spend 1 fish to go back 1 space and keep my fishing skills up.
Does it work
Oh,
like that?
2.
Oh, sorry.
I jinxed it there.
Sorry. And that's it.
That's it. So no one got back home, but I think we all found greater profits out on the waters in our final turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
So
you
now
did.
we will count up the final scores. All right, so the progress scores after 10 rounds is Henry and I are on 66, Stella's on 60.
Yeah.
So there are 3 things we add. The first is points for sets of all colours. And I misspoke earlier, actually. The passenger ones count as one of the 2 colours, but not both.
Yep.
So I have no sets because I have no reds.
I definitely am missing any sets. I've only got 2 colours here.
I have 2 sets, so 2 reds, 2 yellow, 4 greens and 2 blues.
Big
So
points. Big points there. So Stella jumps to the
10.
lead.
Woohoo!
Now we reveal our assignments.
Dun, dun, dun. So mine is end the game with 3 items equipped to your playboard, which I do have 3 and I have 10.
10. Wow.
Okay, so that takes you there. Mine is end the game with 10 or more fish for 10 points. So that's why I've been hoarding fish.
Whoa, makes sense. And you're a good fisherman as well.
Yep, I grabbed that one early.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I couldn't quite do the bottom
Oh,
half,
no.
but I did make 3 deliveries of 1 colour. So
Yeah.
done that twice, but I don't think that counts.
So 5 points for that.
So 5 points.
All right.
And then the fish points.
Then the third thing is the fish points. So you get 1 point for every 3 leftover fish.
1 for me.
2 for me.
And 1 for me.
And then had we gone back to the lighthouse and got one of these tokens at the end, we would get 3 points for that, but none of us did. So there we go. That is the game. Stella wins.
Well done,
on
Stella.
Who would have thought?
81.
Yeah.
And it was
You
these
come back.
sets which both of us forgot about.
Yeah.
No, because
And you
I
come
was
back
I
on.
was focusing
You
very
put-
heavily
yeah,
on the
that's
colours.
right.
Mm.
that's the thing though. When I look at my assignment, I look at it. Oh, there's another one that's a green or rare that would probably. I won't get focused on getting the sets. Like I know I want to get the sets. Like our last game, Tarrant. And this will distract me from getting the sets. So like, yeah, I better not get that. Well, let's just get this ones.
That makes sense.
Yeah, your one works quite badly with the sets, actually. It's,
Yeah.
As
it's
well.
a tricky one to balance.
Yeah.
Mine works badly with the fact that this is 10 extra movement points I could
Yeah.
have taken at some point during the game. So
Yeah.
True.
it required me to do things in a certain way, but I was able to make that work. And I think I went down to no fish at the midway point of the game and built it up in the latter half.
Yeah, yeah. So that is it. So who would have thought I won again? Well, did I win last? No, hang on. Did I win last time? Or maybe I didn't. I
Guess
can't
what's it's a shipping game.
remember.
Shipping game.
This
Stella
is,
always wins games that involve ships.
You think?
Yes.
That really
I
doesn't
know.
make sense.
I've played them all.
That doesn't make sense at all. So this actually is by Skybound Games, who sponsored this video, and it's called the designer and the artwork is done by Tristan Rosen, so the same person doing both. Reminds you of Ryan Lockett because Ryan does both, like Sleeping God, like it's amazing. So this is it, Pebble Rock Delivery Service from Skybound Games. Hopefully you enjoyed it, everybody. And thank you again, Henry, for joining us here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's
getting
been great.
beaten. And,
Next time.
Henry usually wins a lot of games. Like, that's true, right? You usually win the games.
I do okay.
The fish weren't on your side.
No.
Sorry. Yeah. So that's it.
The dog in an old diving bell helmet.
Thank you so much, everyone. Bye.
See you.
And that's our playthrough for Pebble Rock Delivery Service. We hope you enjoyed this video.
And hopefully you've enjoyed the summer spectacular so far, and the rest of it.
Until next time.
The evil wizard's plans were in ruin. In celebration, Giuseppe, the caring pizza baron, offered the victorious Order Without Borders 20 victoriously priced sun-fired pizzas and use of his world-famous pit of balls. Anticipating an evening filled with pizza, friendship, and balls. Danger was the last thing on their minds. Danger, however, has a way of working itself into even the most well-planned meal. Right then, a throng of demons, led by a tiny imp in a murder machine, erupted from the basement, looking for a tussle. Amidst the ensuing chaos, an overhead throw slammed Giuseppe against the sun-fired pizza forge, launching it into overdrive. The resulting beam of pure sunlight struck the imp's mech suit.
That warlord got me, boys. Grab him and let's get out of here.
Scooping up their leader and bagging the befuddled Giuseppe, the demons absconded into the dark. There, below the floorboards, one of the evil wizard's portals to the world of eternal and uncaring darkness remained open, daring the Order to step through into Ludwig's Labyrinth. Ludwig's Labyrinth is a 1-to-6 player legacy-style campaign game. Heroes work cooperatively to explore the mysterious labyrinth in pursuit of villains who are controlled by the game itself. Over a multi-session campaign full of hilarious narrative, you'll discover new enemies, face off against unique bosses, and navigate impactful ethical conundrums. Will you dry up the tiny village's well to fill your water skin? Or press on with a powerful thirst? Your decisions can permanently unlock cards, buy persistent upgrades, and open delicious envelopes. By the end of the campaign, your game will have a unique footprint which you can take into free play mode, or reset and start all over. In addition to being a standalone game, Ludwig's Labyrinth is also an expansion to Minions of Mordak, adding a ton of new features, such as 9 new heroes, 3 henchmen, and 5 villains with amazing miniatures, 21 engraved dice, 32 labyrinth map tiles, 63 illustrated minions, 40 boss AI cards, hundreds of multi-choice event cards, new treasures, villain and hero spells, new melee and ranged feat decks, and a campaign book with 10 mysterious envelopes. All this in a sleek, well-designed game trays insert. A hilarious campaign, a winding labyrinth, and a host of new mechanics will make Ludwig's Labyrinth a game that keeps coming back to your table.
Yo, peoples, what's up? Welcome back to Semper Ludimus. I am Jace from Shelf Stories. This is Liz from Beyond Solitaire. What does Semper Ludimus mean, Liz?
It means we always play, and now you're getting into the top 20 games that we're always playing. So
Legit.
It's getting dramatic right now.
Playing. It's getting more and more. The air is getting rarefied. The games are getting to the table more and more. We come back to these games over and over again. So this is the Dice Tower. This is the Summer Spectacular. And also this is the stretch goal that we, Liz and I agreed to when backers hit 300 some odd thousand, which is amazing. Thank you so much for your support of the Dice Tower, both in the Kickstarter and watching the Summer Spectacular. We're very happy to be a part of it with our top 50, which is an exercise that Liz is not exactly the most proficient with or the most comfortable with, because it's like, why rank my babies? I get that. I totally get that instinct.
Yeah, honestly, if there were not a stretch goal, this would never have happened.
Yeah, right.
So it's like really a stretch goal in that sense.
You should... Stretching yourself for this goal. There you go.
Yeah, I just, I don't ever think of games this way. It's an interesting thought exercise for me, but yeah, until there's another stretch goal, it's not happening again.
Oh, I got numbers all over the place. It was like, all right. I said, what my numbers? Let me line them up or anything. Whatever. I'll rank my kids. Whatever.
I'm not gonna tell that to your human children.
Right.
51 and 52.
I got a secret ranking. My daughter just gave me a gift. My son is now behind. He needs to catch up. Although he'll catch up, he's 2. We're potty training him right now. So if he did the day that he just gets up and walks to the potty and goes in the potty, ahead. And my daughter's gonna have to catch up.
Sometimes the greatest pleasure is the absence of pain.
Oh my God, please. The absence of pee on the floor. Anyway, enough of that. So we're gonna get to our number 20, XX. Well, I think I'm gonna keep the XX this time. Let's go ahead and hit us with our number 20, Liz.
All right, so my number 20 has actually appeared earlier on your list, so lower on your list.
All right, so this is our first official crossover, first of many. There will be more crossovers because Liz and I, our tastes very much differ. I'm on the thematic co-op storytelling end. Liz is very wargaming and everything, but towards the top, history, solo, very crunchy, that kind of that core solo experience, we're going to totally match up.
I actually been really almost happy with how different our lists have been so far. That's
Absolutely.
like a whole lot of variety of games. Like I feel like people get more bang for their buck that way.
Yeah.
But
not anymore. We're gonna do a lot of crossovers now.
My number 20 is Hostage Negotiator. That is a game that
20?
I love Hostage Negotiator. I play that game a lot because
Cool.
there's so much to appreciate about it. Like, honestly, the more you play it, like, people are like, oh, it's so lucky. What a lucky game. But strategically, there's actually a lot you can do. You can choose to play no cards at all. You can choose to, try different combinations of things. I love all the different abductors because they truly are mechanically different. Like, there's the creepy one with the twins, and there's the one with the Stockholm Syndrome, and there's the one that's like speed. And then there's the whole career thing on top of that. Just as a system, I think Hostage Negotiator is really impressive. There's nothing else out there that's quite like it. And actually, I think Hostage Negotiator, while wonderful and something that I really play, Final Girl is coming, and I think that'll come in. Be better.
That'll come in up. That'll come above. Absolutely.
So I'm really excited to see the system evolve, but I already think it's a really wonderful system, and it's one that I have been enjoying for years. I think my first video for the Dice Tower ever in fall of 2016, somewhere in there, was about Hostage Negotiator. Like, I've been playing it that long,
right?
And I still play it. Definitely top 20 slot.
Absolutely. Yeah, I said as much as I did about Hostage Negotiator. I specified that it's with the career expansion. Without the career expansion, it's probably not nearly as high for me. It's kind of like in the 7.5 range for me. What career made it for me? But yeah, I totally agree. Hostage Negotiator, good one. Not my highest solo game, or not my highest solo filler card game. I got some a couple, or at least one. Maybe actually no. There are, looking at the list now. There's a couple more. Imagine that. I like little solo card games. All right, so my number 20 is standing there right there above my shoulder. I talked about Days of Ire in terms of a history thing. I talked about Purple Birds. Wow, look at that. Oh, my right shoulder's magic. Freedom, the Underground Railroad. So did a Dice Tower review for it, games for an informed mind. I like my mind. And it's not for everybody. It really shouldn't be in the mass market. It's a game that deals with some weighty subjects. Freedom is a game about you're playing an abolitionist in the antebellum South during the Civil War period, and you are freeing slaves. helping slaves along the Underground Railroad travel from the South to Canada. Canada representing in the game terms as freedom. So there's, it's a game. So it's going to make some historical. I like to think of it as, okay, it makes you curious about the history. So it opens the door to history rather than just kind of makes a declarative statement, which is, I think, the best type of game. I think it treats the subject as well as it possibly can. And I think the thing to really, for me, to note about this game is that it's not a game about slavery. It's in the title. This game is about freedom from slavery. That's a big, big difference. You can tackle these subjects as long as you're in touch with the human aspiration that's inside of what's happening, in the history. So people are, in this case, escape from slavery, or rebelling against colonization, or, rebelling against, different oppressing situations. As long as you have that element of rebellion and resistance and agency of the people who are being oppressed, then I'm cool with the at least the idea of it. And then it's about executing. And I think Freedom executes at a very, very high level. So a game it came out in 20 something. Really, I think we're approaching the 10-year anniversary. And I don't think a game has come out that's quite tackled this subject, in this way. So Freedom is amazing, and it's going to be in my collection forever.
Yeah, I'm actually still waiting on the reprint to get my own copy of this one.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've had that for a long time.
Try yourself lucky.
I jumped in. When I first entered the hobby, and I was looking, I always know I like cooperative games, and we actually are coming up on a bunch of the cooperative games that I came in on early in my journey here. I got to the point of okay, I learned how to use the search function in BGG. So it's like advanced search, cooperative, all these things. And then I kind of went down the list. I bought all of them, sold most of them, but some of them stuck around, and Freedom was definitely one of those games. So it's been around for a while. All right. So that was our number 20, 19. Guys.
Whew. All right. So I'm pretty sure this is my highest up. I guess it depends on how you define games. It's a Euro.
Let's go into a ludological discussion about what is a game, Liz.
Let's not. But this is the highest up, let's say, more traditional Euro game on my list. Okay. And that would be Tricerion. What's really funny is I love that game. Every time I play it, I have a great time. And I've actually not yet played the solo still. I finally picked up a collector's edition of it so I can play the Dog Guards Academy. But I love Tricerion. There's something about that game. I just really get hooked on, all the different processes and goals that I can have in that game. I like the magic theme. And what's really funny is that I almost ended up hating Tricerion because one of my friends just bought it in a game store and was like, let's try it and punch it right now and see how it goes. God. And it was a nightmare.
You can do that for certain games with certain people, but that is not a universal practice that we, that we recommend.
And so, my first experience with Tricerion was terrible, but, it's not the game's fault. And I'm so glad that I gave it another chance because it's turned out to be one that I really think is just a great design. I really enjoy it. I like it aesthetically, I like it thematically, and I like the gameplay. So I would throw down with Tricerion any old time. I really like it.
I've never played it. Would be interesting to try. I have a Mind Clash game coming up. So Mind Clash is they only release like 1 or 2 games a year, or even if that, and they're usually like kind of these big blinged out, mind bending in terms of the production and the color scheme and the theme and a very involved mechanism. They just like, okay, let's put more and more in there. I've actually spoken with some of the people there when I used to do previews, and that's their design philosophy is like more. So no, I do have a Mind Clash game coming up. But that is not it. I do. You're going to show it to me at some point.
Okay, absolutely.
Okay. Do you own it?
Yes.
Got it. Cool. All right. So my number 19. Speaking of those cooperative games that got me into the hobby, this was the second one that I've ever played, and it was so good. There it is, right there. Space Alert.
Ooh.
Space Alert. Real-time programming of a ship, and I was actually talking with Dan Thoreau, the Space Biff, about this game a couple of days ago, and he reminded me that this game, so it's a spaceship, but it's not like some sleek futuristic it's actually kind of a junker. It's it's just kind of floating there, and it has like these big rooms, and it has 6 zones in the spaceship, and you're through a timer. And it used to be a CD because that's how old the game is. I think this division still has a CD in it. Now you can just get the app or get some other YouTube thing, and it's giving you threats like a threat and zone threat times in 6 and zone thing. So then you have to move your figures, and there's always 4 figures. So if you're playing solo, you got to play all 4 figures. Ooh, it's not something I'm interested in. But 2-player and above, great. And it's programming. So real time, so you have this time phase, and you have to, face down, program, and you're programming out like 13 different actions. It's a lot of actions, and you have to really coordinate, because if you mess up, like let's say 2 people are taking the elevator at once, or you don't get the threat and they kind of blow up a certain place where you're going to, then you're boned, and that's bad, and that's why people don't like this game, because it has that galaxy trucker thing where it's like if it goes really wrong, and you suck. But if it goes well, it's the best. Like it's like when you mind meld with a person, you actually complete the scenario. It is so satisfying. I went to Michael Kelly from the One Stop Co-op. I went to his house he was one of the vaccinated people I visited a couple months ago. We played Space Alert after however many years, and we were sitting there going, like he's a designer, and he's like, Vlada Chivato, I hate you. I'll never design like this. A majestic product, Space Alert. I completely love it.
I still need to play it. I would really like to. That's going on our list of things to do.
We have to have. I think we'll do a follow-up. Top 10 games that we're going to teach each other.
That's a great idea. Actually, we should do that.
A top, just to kind of pick out the 50 and then rank those so that we prioritize, because there's a lot of games on that list, and so we're gonna probably only get to like the top 3, but it'd be a good exercise. Top 3 games we're gonna teach each other. Good.
Yes, and then we have to actually do it like a contract.
Right.
Blood.
We'll do it over like when we're in the same place, like a con, we'll do it, and we'll have a nice table, and we'll have like contracts on either side, and it's like just write it in there, and then the top 3 are like mysteriously in red. We don't know where the red came from.
Perfect.
At Semper Ludimus Con, that's where we're gonna do it.
Yes. Absolutely. Well, we should invent that just as a thing.
Okay.
All right, so my number 18 is so what's interesting is I'm looking at my tops, and I'm thinking about a lot of this is really influenced by games I played a whole lot in this past year and in quarantine. And a game that really did it for me when I wanted a quick solo game, just because I was pretty much my entire last year, was actually Warp's Edge. Yeah. It's that new also, it's space themed. I have room in my heart for space games. Apparently, they
better be good. Like the space theme better be good.
Yeah, exactly. So it is a bag builder. I personally feel that it's better than Coffee Roaster.
It's objectively better than Coffee Roaster.
I'm being nice. But I think it's the best solo bag builder. There's there's a lot of options, but it's great. I really enjoy the special powers that you can pick up, that it changes per ship, the rewards that you can choose depending on who you decide to fight, how you decide to defeat them, the different bosses. It's just a really satisfying, nice little space game. And I like that it's so easy to learn and play, and yet packs in so much. There's really a lot to be said for that. And it's a game that I really recommend to anybody who's just looking for something fun to do solo gaming wise, because it really hits the spot for me. Really like it.
I need to play it more. It's like because we talk about Orleans, right, as that bag builder.
Yeah.
And this one is like a distilled version of that. It gives you everything that you want out of the bag building, but just in a quicker, snappier package. Yes.
And in space. Make it about
please.
A monastery, and I'm like in heaven.
No, Warp's Edge is great. Absolutely great. Did not make the list, but I mean, I have some really great games. I consider 8 great. So like when it comes to ratings, like 8 is like a great game. And 7 like a good game. And then 8.5 is like a great game that I want with the expansions. And then now it's like, I think people have seen my the way I get emotional. So like all these 9s, I like there's like an extra level of emotion that I put into those games. But yeah, Warp's Edge is really good. Anyway, Okay, so back to me, number 18. You see it over here. I think most, if not all, these games you'll see on the direct shelf, right? So right here, role player. We did a Semper Ludimus review of it. We both love it, especially with the Monsters and Minion expansion. But the base game is perfectly, good, and it serves that really good. It gives a really good base experience too, along with the expansion making it better. So, role player, you are making a character. You are not adventuring with this character. You are engaging in good old RPG character creation, but gamified. So, it's a dice drafting system, dice rolling, dice drafting. So like you're going to be rolling dice, you draft them, every player is going to draft their own dice, and then you program them or slot them into the six traditional stats, strength, con, int, that kind of thing. And you can have, depending on what class you are, if you're a warrior, you want high strength. If you are a wizard, you want high int. And you can manipulate the dice. You can fire off powers. You can, when you program the dice, you get a little power to fire off. So you have to kind of like use that whole manipulation thing. It is dice manipulation at a very, very high level. I don't like this at a very high player count. I don't like this at 4 and 5.
No,
I
don't either.
It's just long. There's a lot of this. There's a lot of decision space. But that's what a solo game and a low player count game can give you, is they give you that room for solo because you're not waiting for a lot of people. And it's just great. I mean, role player is it's one of those games that if I had an app, they'd probably get played like about 1,000 times.
Oh yeah, I would actually really love to see a role player app. That'd be really nice, actually.
And even without the app, I've played it a number of times. A significant amount of time. I have a playthrough on my channel. One of the few. Back when I thought I was going to play throughs on my channel, I was like that. And that was literally the first game. I'm like, okay, I want to get the one started off with a bang. What's like a really just good, solid, really fun time role player. So
yeah, it's
awesome.
Yeah, it's a good solid one. Honestly, it would be on this list if I had not included multiplayers.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
So like my list would look different if I had done only solo top 50, but I didn't. And if I had, role player would be on the list.
I didn't approach it that way. I think I approached it more like, what was my best experience? It's almost like the SAT. I take the best grade. Like if something is like best at 5, then like, okay, that's how I'm gonna rate it. So like this one is best at 1 and 2 for me. So I just like, throw it in there. I'll note that it's not great at the higher player count, but
yeah,
low.
Oh no, what I mean is that in most of my, I don't even include multiplayer games at all. So like this list shows a level of inclusion that my lists often do not. So
okay.
It changes the rankings.
Okay. All right. So role play. That was my number 18. Number I keep on. What is it? XVII 17.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
And
so
this
17...
is for me in the editing room. I just finished editing the first set, and like when I announced the numbers, I checked myself. I'm like, okay, did I do that right? Okay, good.
You got this. You got this.
Got it.
All right. So my 17 is a game that's been ranked higher for me, but it just didn't come out that much this year. It's still a favorite. It's the game that got me into solo gaming. That is the Lord of the Rings living card game. I love it. It's a great game. I still play it, but I just have not had the urge as much this year. And yeah, I've just been playing other stuff more. However, it's still a really wonderful game system. I love Lord of the Rings. I got it because I like deck construction. And that was something that Magic the Gathering was doing for me, but at a higher cost and with more stress. So, I got the Lord of the Rings LCG to try to capture that Magic the Gathering feeling, realized I could play by myself, and became a solo gamer. So if I had not encountered Lord of the Rings living card game, I don't know if I would never have become a solo gamer, but it would have taken longer.
Mm-hmm. All right. The LCGs, the LCGs are like, there's like sneaky subscriptions.
Yeah.
Like if like people say it's like, only $4 a month, only $6 a month, only have this much a month. But then you add it up, and it's like I'm paying more for all of my subscriptions than I used to pay for cable and internet.
Yes.
So like I have all these subscription around. So like they nickel and dime me, so you don't feel it. I feel the same way about the LCGs.
I don't think you're wrong.
All right. But although I think my favorite would be Arkham Horror because I think it's the better story and it's kind of like a lower overhead mechanical system. I find Lord of the Rings to be pretty clunky.
Yeah, it's kind of a stand-in for me. Like I also like Arkham Horror, and I actually also like Marvel Champions. Lord of the Rings is the one that I have the highest emotional attachment to, and that's the trump card on that one for me. I'm not gonna argue that I think Arkham is probably the better game. It's just that Lord of the Rings is the one that I have the most feelings about.
Sure. No, I mean it's a high. I mean it's about 7.5 for me, but like I still think it's good. So yeah, Lord of the Rings, LCG. You're starting to earn your solo cred. Once you start putting games like that on there, that's what the solo gamers want. All right, so actually, it's funny. So there are some points where our lists are going to very much coincide. So I'm not an LCG person. I'm not an adventure card game person. I like them. I love them. Actually, it's just the cost is kind of prohibitive, and keeping up with everything feels very overwhelming. But there is one card system that I did keep up with until the very end, and I'm keeping up with the reboot. Hold on. All right, here we go.
Wait, it's your 17 too?
Yep.
Ooh. Oh baby!
Yeah.
Oh, I know. That's a familiar friend right
so
there.
Heavy. Look at this thing. This is amazing. There we go. Cool.
Hey, you worked out for the day.
Yeah. Oh my god. There's a lot of cards in that thing. And I also have the fan made expansion in there. So like, and there's like, I don't know, 30 heroes in the fan made expansion. It's a lot. Sentinels of the Multiverse. So Sentinels of the Multiverse is my third game. Actually, my third game, my third cooperative game that I played, including Space Alert and then another game that's coming up soon. Wow. Hold on a sec.
Yes, this game also gets me hot and bothered. Let's just say I love it even more than you. We'll put it
right. Oh yeah. Okay, it's probably coming soon. It's amazing. It's a superhero card game. It's a fixed deck. Like you said before, you like deck construction. I don't. I mean, I don't dislike deck construction. I just don't. That's not my fun.
Yeah.
Right? I just want to intimately get to know a deck, and like take that deck of whatever it is. So like it's a 40 card deck, and each hero has its own deck, and I want to like learn its secrets and learn its intricacies versus the different bosses versus different environments. So like if I'm playing this boss in one environment, then it'll play this way. But if I play the same boss in a different environment, then I'm going to play a different set of cards or a different set of cards in a different order. So I like learning that and becoming more intimate with that scenario. And I know I'm a thematic person. So it's like, I like, knowing that, Parse is the hacker is going to, gonna do a bunch of stuff, controlling the board. I like that Haka has like, all these, attacking cards. I get to know the cards intimately. And, the big knock of Sentinels of Multiverse is all the tracking. There's just a lot of numbers, -1 here, +1 here. This one has DR1, has armor, has this, and the new edition apparently addresses a lot of that. And I looked at it and like I can already tell, just not having played it, that they reduced the keywords.
Yeah.
And they've streamlined some of the things that have gone on, which is the big problem. They've updated some of the decks, and so I had Christopher Bedell on the show to talk about, why reboot this thing. The people going to feel cheated because they bought all this stuff. And it's like, at the end of the day, if this was a computer program, they would have uploaded patches already. The core product is over 10 years old, and it shows. So it's like, you want the best game. If it's going to be your flagship product, you want it to be the best possible. I'm like, all right, I get it. I wish you could refund the money of all the people who spent all that money, but I'll try to, move this one along, and I'll be in the new stuff. Or I could keep it because it's not like those cards expire. Like, you can still use it in the new system. It's just going to be a little bit wonky, but
full disclosure, I backed the new one. I'm planning to play it, review it, and then decide what to do after that. But I mean, I have everything.
Yeah.
You
see everything.
All the foils, all the everything. Like, I don't know if I can get rid of that. It's like a sunk cost thing, but we'll see. I mean, I'm actually going to be really interested to compare the two. And I also do play the app a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the app.
I'm a little done on the app, but I did play a lot of the app when it came out. All right, so that was Sentinels of Multiverse on number 17. Let's go to number 16.
All right, so my number 16 is like an old solo classic, I would say. And it features my favorite just standalone game mechanism, which is deck building. And it is Legendary Alien Encounters. I love the Alien movies. I love Alien Encounters. Every time I play it, it's so gross and it's fun, it's dramatic and it's tense. I love playing it with my game group as well. Like, we've broken it out within the, right before the pandemic, I think I played it with everybody. And we had a great time just getting all worked up about the aliens. And it's just
the little subtle thing of like the the aliens come with their face down, but then you
Yeah, and it's
reveal
like
them.
you know they're in the vents and they're coming and like what are they and oh no and it's so good. It really is. Like I know that it's aging, and you know there are a lot of legendary like deck building games that you could try. I still think the Alien Counters is the best one. I do think I like it better because I like the Alien movies.
Yeah.
But the expansions are good. It's good. I love it. I'll play it anytime. And you know, I definitely every couple of years like get a huge itch to watch all the Alien movies again. And then my play of Alien Encounters goes up at that same time. It's like the circle of alien proliferation. It's kind of cute. But I love it. It's a good one.
Continuing to earn your solo gamer cred, because these games are, so many of them are on the one player guild top 100 solo. So like now we're starting to really coalesce into like the our community, our audience. And I mean the Dice Tower, obviously we love everybody. It's just like in the solo verse, right? And that's it's its own thing, right? And we definitely invite people. You know, we invite people to kind of enjoy, you know, this the one player guild and all the different types of games that are there.
We should all be alone together.
Yeah,
it's exactly
that's what the pandemic was all about. All right. So this is my number 16. So this is The Pursuit of Happiness. So The Pursuit of Happiness, Euro worker placement, but you know, you say Euro worker placement, it's like, all right, whatever. And as an actual game, it's like, whatever. It's not gonna pop if it had a different theme. But it does have this theme, so it absolutely wraps in, and the game was developed with this theme in mind. So I have to talk about that because that's a draw. Pursuit of Happiness, it is the game of life, gamified, with actual, you know, decisions and choices and development and, you know, things that you do. So you're going to be acquiring cards. When that's what you do with your worker, you acquire a bunch of cards, and it's life. You know, you have life projects like, you know, I'm going to learn to cook, and I'm going to do yoga. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to, you know, be a better me. And you have your life projects. You can, you know, get jobs, and with the income, you can get a spouse. With, you know, and the spouses are double-sided, so you have, you know, it's very flexible, you know, male, female, and it's very flexible in terms of how you can play out the spouse situation. So I appreciated that. And you know, the little different events that happen, and there's a little mini expansion with pets, and the pets, you know, gonna grow and die, and it's like, oh, bye, my goldfish person. And I mean, it's they do so much to kind of, you know, put the stuff of life there, and then it's the management, you know. And so there's an overarching kind of mechanism called stress. So if you mismanage your life, you get stressed and you're not going to do as well. And it limits you in a couple of ways. Like you don't have as many workers, you die earlier, or your game is over earlier if you mismanage your stress. And the parallels to, you know, real life are striking. Like it's not a perfect analog by any means of imagination, but enough to play with. I put this in. This was the very first game for Healthy Mind. When I first developed that series of reviews for the Dice Tower, this was the first game I thought of, because I have, you know, played it a couple of times. It's a little bit of a complex Euro, so it, you know, buyer beware. You can't just show it to anybody. But for gamers for a person who are inclined that way, and I was able to show, it's like, look, you know, this is what you're doing in your life. Look how much stuff you're jamming into one life. You only have so much in your tableau, in your mental tableau. You only have so much room for it. You're jamming a whole bunch of stuff in here. That's stress. And let's tease some of the stuff out, and, you know, like line up our life. You only have room for one project. You know, if you do a project, finish it. Don't just like do 7 projects. And in real life, we do that. You know, we take up these things. I'm going to read the completed work of Shakespeare, and I'm going to buy the book of Shakespeare. It's just sitting there, you know, taunting you. It's like, okay, yeah, when are you going to read me, huh? When are you going to read me? You know, we have giant to-do lists that just hang there, and it's like it's in the game equivalent. It's like taking a bunch of projects and not doing them. And
that's so cool. I almost backed this the last time it came around, and I just happened to be broke at the time. And man, I should see if I can get my hands on a copy of this one.
And obviously, as a psychotherapist, I'm putting extra into it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And so, I mean, but there's my list. I can do what I want. So yes, not everybody's going to put this as much into it as I am, but there is this game can receive all the stuff that I'm thinking. And I think it's fabulous. I don't know any other game like it. I'm waiting for the next expansion and the big box because there's a lot of content at this point. But yeah, the Pursuit of Happiness is really, really great. Really great.
Nice. Really nice. All right, so my 15 is a lot smaller. You can't put very much on it, but it's so brilliant. It's just so brilliant, and it lives in my bag, and it comes out all the time, and it's Sprawlopolis. I think that Sprawlopolis is just such a smart design. It is true that there are goals that I consider to be incompatible with each other that can come up. But I also now know the goals well enough to just be like, nope, we're not playing that combo and move on. But
like,
it
so
is
like
just...
goals like, you know, most blue connections, at least blue connections or something.
Yeah, exactly. So for those of you who don't know, Sprawlopolis is an 18 card game. It is cooperative or solo, and you are just trying to build a city according to restraints that are based on scoring conditions. And it's really brilliant because the front of every card is like a grid that you can put into your city, and the back has a goal on it. So you just draw 3 goals and keep going. Is it 2 or 3?
3.
Anyway, I'm having a moment.
I barely play this game. What are you talking about?
But you know, I really love it for its simplicity and for the fact that it just sets my brain on fire. I'm not that good at Sprawlopolis, but I also don't care because I enjoy thinking through the problems. And actually, the game that's currently in my bag is Agropolis, which I need to pull out and learn the next time I have like just a moment to myself, which will hopefully happen next week because I definitely bought the follow-up so I could keep going with it. But it's just one of those games that I really admire for how much it can do with so little. And I just don't know of many other games that can do that. It just really stuns me every time.
Mm-hmm. I approve. It's not, I mean, I want more out of my city building because I'm a city person, and it's not a city builder. It could be anything. It could be fields. It could be, you know, Tetris pieces. Like, it doesn't, I don't get city. But that's just me putting my expectation into it. Like, as just an actual game itself, it's really good. Because there's like a little mini canon of like really small solo card games, and I think that this game is a worthy entry into that canon.
Yeah, for me, it's like the top of the list just because of how smart it is. But I know that we all have our tastes. Yep. But it's such a good puzzle. I love it.
No, Sprawlopolis. That was number 15, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now number 15. We're back to the pandemics, baby. Pandemic Legacy Season 1. So for the long time, this was like number 2 or 3. But, you know, you forget after a while, you know, because I went through the whole Legacy thing when it really first came out. And thinking back, now it's like, it's been like, what, 3, 4, or 5 years or something like that. Thinking back, I don't remember the plot. Usually with a really good story, you remember stuff. Like, what were we doing again? I may have to just go back and buy my own copy. I would totally buy my copy and play solo. Especially if just kind of like found one. If I found one, no question, I'd be like, here we go. Then another 15 games. So I don't remember the actual story, but I do remember the beats and I do remember the moments, right? There were definitely like moments, and I think that's how they constructed the game of, you know, like there's a big reveal, like that happens like pretty early on in the game. And then there's another kind of twist in the middle. And then there's like a bigger twist in like, you know, the September, October area. And I remember those. And I remember like being really upset. I remember like, you know, at the very end, we were so happy like with the ending. Like, I think a tradition at this point is I have to play the theme song to the A-Team. And like we imagine all of ourselves like walking out of an exploding building and just like putting our shades on and walking away. That's awesome. You get that feeling from Pandemic Legacy, and it's Pandemic, for crying out loud. Pandemic's not an inherently thematic game, but it's a theme receptacle. You could put so much into it, and they really just wrung everything out of it, and they hit a home run with that first time because it's just simple. It's heroes, it's the A-Team, it's the Avengers, it's whatever, name your superhero team. And they go through their obstacles, but then they overcome the obstacles, and you know, all the other stuff. And they weave in expansion content. So like they took the expansion content from the base game and they integrated as modules. That's how they mix up the different scenarios from game to game. Pandemic Season 1, I think it's like the second game on BGG overall. You know, it's awesome. It is only 15 because I don't remember the story, but that's, you know.
Man, I've had books that I thought were amazing and I don't remember the story. So. Give it enough years and your memory just
yeah, right.
Like, I almost never reread books unless it's been several years since the last read, because then it really is like rediscovering it.
Right. Yeah, no, it's awesome. The Pandemic Legacy Season 1. I again, like I said in the other video, I do not own Legacy games. That's a friend of mine, and I'm going to play Season 0. We'll see where Season 0 lands.
I hope it's awesome. Just for your own happiness, but also because, you know, it's gonna have good games out there. All right, so my number 14, I think it's the lightest game left on this list. We're about to take a turn for the weighty. Not super weighty, but just different. But so my number 14 is also less roll and write that's left on here. It's my favorite roll and write. That's Welcome to. I love Welcome to. The reason I love it so low is because I used to call it the Alexis deck, but the designer is French. It's the Alexis deck. Alexis, and it's like $5. You can get it on the Deepwater Games site, and it just takes this game to the next level for me. Like, I generally like Welcome to because I enjoy like choosing what construction upgrade I want and what number I want. So for those of you who've not played it, it's like a little roll and write where you're filling in like addresses on these houses, and the numbers have to be from lowest to highest. So you can't have like 2 number 9s in a row without something special, and you can't have 9 and then an 8, and you have to budget that. But you're also trying to build pools and build parks and increase the value of different estate sizes, put fences different places. It's fun. But the solo deck just does it for me because normally you get 3 cards, you're presented with 3 cards, and you choose 2 of them to do something with, or like a pair. But in the Alexi deck, basically, that you draw 3 cards, you do something with 2 of them, and you have to discard the 3rd. And every time you discard, whatever you give to the AI helps it score at the end of the game. So you keep the discard pile in order and then score the AI opponent. And there's several different ones with different values off of what you let go. So it adds a whole new layer of what you have to think about to the game. And I love it because it just like takes it to that next, like, solo gamers tend to like puzzles, and it makes it more difficult to make decisions because it's like not only what I want, but what I don't want to give away.
Yeah, and solo gamers, we like AP is not a bug; it's feature.
Yeah, I mean, no one's gonna tell me I'm taking too long. So
right. So like adding a little bit of wrinkle is it's solo gamer as long as it's like fruitful, and it results in, like, I like to call it the puzzle to payoff. Like the payoff needs to be good, and once you figure it out, it needs to have that good pop, that satisfying pop. And it sounds like Welcome to hits that for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. I haven't played it.
I recommend. We'll put it on the teach list. It's easy.
Yeah, a little bit further down. I've had opportunities. It's like, I guess I'm not really a roll and write guy or flip and write guy. That's not not my core fun. But I'm in 5 times.
we all have our proclivities.
Magical time. Okay, so number 14, I'm not going to spend too long talking about because you did mention it on your list previously. Flashpoint Fire Rescue.
Yes.
There it is, and super high. I'm still in my 9 out of 10s. I'll let you know when I get to 9.5. That is coming next video, actually. So for Flashpoint Fire Rescue, Liz went over it in a previous video. If you haven't seen it, go. Pause the video, go back to the earlier list. Flashpoint Fire Rescue, cooperative game, rescuing firefighters. I think the short-term, long-term, like a lot of cooperative games do, like, the short-term is save the building from the fires, and the long-term is save the peoples. So like you have that decision of like, okay, do I need to take care of this fire now, or it's going to kill me? Or if I take care of the fires too much, then I'm going to run out of time, and I'm not going to get to the, or if I leave the people there, they might just like die to like random fire that bursts up. So I need to kind of get them out of there as soon as possible. If it's what I like about it, I don't think we talked about it last time. Besides just being a fun game, is that it's very modular. I think it's one of the most modular in terms of difficulty scaling and like complexity scaling in terms of co-op. And the simple game is as simple as you want. The simple game, I think I can even get my 6-year-old to play, eventually 6-year-old. But you can layer on stuff. You can get the different boards. You can, vary up the fire. You can vary up the people that you're rescuing so that there's little extra rules there. You can add different characters that are a little bit more complex themselves. And so the modularity, I think, is really great within the family game structure. It's never going to be like a heavy game, but it gives you like really like a lot of knobs to turn, along with just being a really fun game, really thematic. I play this game in therapy when I want to actually expose people to anxiety. So like if I want to get them anxious, especially if it's like a young kid, and it's a technique we call exposure therapy. And it means like, okay, gin up the emotions and then practice the calming skills.
That's how I had to learn to drive. Just had to get out there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sometimes you just have to like jump in the deep end of the pool and learn how to swim. And a contained environment could be a very effective therapy tool. And that Flashpoint is one of the things that I use. My biggest though is Rhino Hero. Rhino Hero is the one, like, because you get high and then I can like, oh my God, he's gonna fall. The rhino's gonna fall. I I can't knock him down. No, but Flashpoint is one of those games in that thing. So like
Yeah.
for a lot of reasons, it's my number 14 with very, very solid. Not going anywhere.
Nice. Very nice indeed. All right, my number 13. It's been ranked higher. I just haven't brought it out as much this year, but I do love it. And it is Nemo's War. I really like Nemo's War.
Where is it? Right
You
there.
got it back there too.
Right there.
So the updated edition with the ENO2 art is just so beautiful. It's a gorgeous game. I love 20,000 Leagues of the Sea. I like things that have kind of a literary underpinning of some kind. And this game has really nice emergent storytelling. You get to choose what you want to do. You can do like sort of a war or anti-imperialist sort of thing with your character, or you can do like science and exploration, and you can have different victory conditions. You're going around trying to control these different ships on the seas, not letting it get out of hand. You don't want to draw too much attention to yourself though. And so like a story emerges every time you play the game. I will say the number one complaint is that there's a lot of die rolling. If you don't like that, you might not like this as much. But for me, I just think I'm in it for the narrative. And I feel like this game is like a nice combo of kind of stuff that you can think out and try to mitigate, and then things that you can't control that create a story that maybe you wouldn't have written yourself, but it's fun.
Nice. Yeah, I like Nemo's War a lot. It's that victory points kind of pedigree, the solo focus design, like we talked about Dawn of the Zeds earlier. It's not the same game, but like very thematic, lots of dice. If you don't like dice, no, do not apply. But and like kind of old school mitigation, where like old school mitigation for dice is like roll more dice. Or roll them more times. It's not a lot of like changing. But the narrative that emerges is really awesome. It's not on my list, but no, it's definitely a really, really great game.
Awesome.
All right. So number 13 for me is Oni Rim.
Okay,
Oni Rim.
yes.
Yeah, there you go. It might be higher in your list. I'm not really sure. I know you like it. It's not.
What?
What? Not even top 50? What are we talking? You did all the Oniverse games. You reviewed them all in the Dice Tower. I saw them. I saw the reviews of the Dice Tower. You've seen How to Solo all over Beyond Solitaire. Not one Oniverse game on this list.
And yeah, and you know what? I haven't played any of them since we did that.
Between Race for the Galaxy and no Oniverse, you're fired. I'm getting, I don't know, Roy Kennedy, come on. Let's somebody, Karis.
Oh, please. I'm irreplaceable. I have tenure. Nobody's going to do
Oh, my God. All right, Oni Rim. Oni Rim is it's one of my go-to card games. Actually, there's one small card game that's actually ahead of this that I'm going to get to next video. But this one is such a classic. And I like playing, it's, if you don't know it, the basic game, you have a deck of cards. It's just a deck of cards. And you are traveling through a dream world. So you're building a tableau matching symbols. So like, there's sun, there's moon, there's key, and you want to build a tableau so that you're slowly one at a time building sun, moon. And you want to build sets of 3. Once you build a set of 3, you can dig a door out of the deck, and you're trying to get 8 doors. That's the very core simple concept. So then that sounds boring, but then you get to the key. And I think the key is what makes this game like a cut above, because anytime you have like a multi-use card that's mixed in with everything that's simple, that's cool. So the key is powerful. Like you can use the key to kill the nightmares. Nightmares are a thing that can kill your deck. Or you can use the key to get the door. You can use the key to just scry and like kind of look forward. So you have this like one resource among all the other stuff that shines, and that's your game. You're just managing all that. And, so like you start with that very core system, and then you layer on the expansions. My favorite way to play is all 7 expansions. I have a playthrough in the One Stop Co-op Shop. I had multiple playthroughs, actually. I did it. It's like, I'll do this again because it's fun. And because I did the 7 expansions, I did also the promos, a playthrough with all the promos. So I don't like mixing that. Everything together is a little bit much for me, but like 7 expansions, not bad. It takes about 45 minutes. And it I don't know. I just watch the playthrough. Favorite solo pure card game. Oni Rim.
Nice. Very nice.
You're fired.
Quit.
I have not. I have to admit, I'm gonna come in under on the times that I make you roll your eyes, and you came in way over on the way that I roll my eye, but not because of stuff that you have, because of stuff that you left off, and I did not anticipate that being the case.
I told you I hate making lists, man. Like this is just not my. It's not my forte. I just don't understand games that way. If that makes sense, like every game is like a thing in itself.
Right.
I have a hard time with game ranking in the sense that like I definitely have a favorite. You already know my favorite is if you know me at all. But like beyond that, I don't know. I just kind of feel like every game is something that you confront like in the moment. And when I review a game, I'm not thinking about where it goes necessarily on my personal list. Like I spend a lot of time thinking about like how would I rate this, but that doesn't necessarily translate to I don't know, like a personal best list. Because my mood just changes all the time. Like my gaming, I game in phases. I have things I really like, and then I forget about it for a year, and then pull it back out, and I'm happy again. I don't know.
I heard a lot of words. I did not hear a justification for leaving off Universe.
Whatever. Frankly, okay, you want to know my justification for leaving off Universe? It's fine, but really, I don't want to pull out a new.
I know they don't stick around. They don't. They're cool. They're cool. It's a line. They're cool. You know, I get it. It just so happens the Universe rises above the rest of them. So because you notice I don't have any other ones on there.
Yeah, well, my number 12 is a keeper. I love it. It is PAX Premier Second Edition.
Yeah,
I'm wild about it. It is a historical game about like the Durrani Empire in Afghanistan, and you know you are an Afghan leader fighting to get some personal prestige in your part of the world, but you're also like switching alliances between Afghanistan itself and the Britons and the Russians, and you are just. Man, you got a lot going on, and yet the game is so beautiful and so simple. There's card play, there's area control, there's kind of jockeying before score checks, and the AI is designed for the solo version of the game by our own Ricky Royal. I would say it's not quite as good as multiplayer, but it's still just such a good bot. It is really, really amazing. To me, it kind of shows how far solo gaming has come, and what you can do with it to play a game that's this interactive with a bot at all. It's great. Love it. Absolutely love it. We'll play it anytime. Ended up reading a bunch of books about this time period because I just got really into it. Learned a lot. Still interested. So that's the PAX.
I played it. I should play it.
It's so good.
That one is gonna go a little bit higher in the list than like Welcome to. I will absolutely play it, or I think I need to, quote unquote, because nobody needs to play games, right? But just as a thing that I want to say.
Okay.
It has to be a lot higher for me because it's something I think I would enjoy.
I will dispute that. People do need to play games. They don't need to play board games, but people need to play.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right.
That I will say.
Yeah, Homo Ludum. We are playful beings. Board games, hobby board games, $70 hobby board games.
Yeah, there's actually a book. Yeah, it's called Homo Ludens, person playing, because it's in our nature. We gotta play.
My number 12 is my Mind Clash game. And it is not an acronym. It could be an acronym because Anacron's a really, really good game, and it's like an 8 out of 10, so it's kind of like hovering the 60s or 70s around there. But this one, number 12, a unsung game, Cerebria.
Oh yeah,
it's unsung game totally. So Cerebria is, God, I can't even describe. You get to a Mind Clash game, and it's like it just kind of explodes your brain. It is I guess a area control kind of tug of war type game. It's a 2v2, or you can play teams. So you know, like a co-op team. And I mean, the theme is supposed to be like, the happiness versus sadness, but come on. And I'm excited about psychological stuff, but like it's light versus dark. It's like it's a team versus team game, and it's a tug of war type game, and it's very tactical. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that a game could be really complex as a Mind Clash game is, but not like in that Euro style. I'm going to combo a bunch of points. I'm going to do something now that pays off in like 18 turns. That's not quite my jam. My jam is tactical. My jam is like, I do a bunch of stuff. I puzzle the stuff out of my turn, and then it happens. Right. And you can do that. You can, like, within a game of Cerebria, you can, spend a long time, as long as you want, puzzling out the best option for your turn. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to control area. So then, and you're going to get resources and score points depending on how much area control at the end of your turn. And so you want to be able to do it in such a way where you put your other opponent in a position where they have to really scramble to control their area. And there's a back and forth. There's a tug of war. And there's little scoring options, like kind of every couple of rounds, that'll be like a scoring thing that you can trigger. And then you get points and all that kind of thing. But that tug of war and that turn by turn tactical rich experience. There's card play too, and I'm a big card play person. Multi-use cards. You're moving figures around a board and stuff like that, operating it. The art is great. The motif is great. The theme is there. I just think it just brings a lot of things together. I don't play this game enough. I really don't. It's one of those games where like of all the games, and we say this right, we want to play like Mechs vs Minions. We'd love to play and like these other games. I think of all the games that if I could just pause time and have infinite time, this would be the game that I would play more than anything.
Nice. That's high praise.
Yeah. If I could turn back time, I would play Cerebria.
Oh man.
My number 12.
All right. So number 11. Let's end this part of our series off with a bang. My number 11 is Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. Because you know what? I like Gloomhaven, but I like convenient, portable, easy to set up Gloomhaven a lot better. And that's just facts. It's got all the great card play of Gloomhaven where you're like choosing which thing on which card to do. It's got the leveling. It's got good characters. It's got a story. Whatever. I'm hoping for Frosthaven, after all the work that's gone to that story, will have a better story. But the core Gloomhaven gameplay is in there in a very easy setup, easy put away box. I really, really like it. And I mean, honestly, I think that Gloomhaven deserves the praise that it gets. It really mechanically is something very special. It's just the only reason it's not my top 10 is that I still have to do all the campaign setup for it. And that's still irritating. So there you go.
Funny how like Gloomhaven is this majestic game, but and like we've been wanting, like we always ask for like give us a campaign and give us a lot of options, and then we get it, and it's like, oh, this is so much.
Well, the problem is that you can't be like, yo, come play Gloomhaven with me. This is so cool. Person who's never played Gloomhaven before. I'm several scenarios in. You know, I think that that's part of the issue. You know, you can't play Gloomhaven a couple times and be like, man, I want to take this and show somebody. Or like you can't even, you have to be willing to have a very personal experience with it.
Yeah, and actually my home group, they've been playing Gloomhaven online, and I think they're through it. I think they finished everything, and they're telling me stories about it. It's like, oh man, I wish. So that was Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion, number 11. I still have to play it. It'll probably make a very, very high dent in the list if I got once I get it to the table. And it's right here. Actually, I have it. Let me see. Still in shrink.
Yeah.
I gotta get it to the table.
But I'm also just delighted by the fact that you can go get Gloomhaven at Target.
Sure.
Like, we're making it, y'all, as a hobby.
Okay. All right, so my number 11. This one is, obviously, these are bombs at this point for all of us. So I feel really good about this game. But not a ton of popular kind of like, it doesn't come up like, show me this type of game. It doesn't come out those kind of lists when people ask for them on Facebook or Reddit or anything. But I love it. Not Alone. Not Alone is my go-to high player count game. No question. End of story. If I have more than 4 players at a game night, or if like it's one of those things where it's like we're waiting for people, and we need a game to play just kind of like to fill the time. Not Alone. I usually have it. It's a small card game, and
is it the location one where you go to the different places and then somebody is the alien?
Yeah, one person.
That's a great game.
One person is the hunted. It's alien, right? So you are the alien, and you are, and you're the alien from the first Alien. So like you're invincible, right? And then the players are not invincible. They are squishy and they can't do anything, which is the best version of Alien, right? So the alien, the creature, what they don't know is where the people are. So like they have all these resources, they have cards, they have powers, and they can't be killed, but they are looking for the players. And the players, all they have to go on is stealth. And so it's like gamer poker for me. So like people are kind of reading each other. So like the players are reading the alien try to read the players like, that person has a little bit of has 0 health, or like, they're running low on health. They might try to go and try to get their cards back, or they might try to go a little bit of they're trying to buff themselves up. Oh, that person's looking pretty good. They might just make a run for the exit because they're trying to exit the thing. And there's a head game there. And so I love the head game. I love poker. So then on the player side, the complaint about this game for the player side is that it's supposed to be like a 1 versus many, theoretically cooperative, but like the players shouldn't talk because the alien can hear them. There's no
Right.
like you can't have secret talk. You can only have open talk, or otherwise the game would be too easy. So then, but then what functionally happens is that players are playing their own games. It's a very very kind of quiet game. I like that too because it's almost like you're playing poker against your teammates. It's like where are they gonna go? You know,
yeah,
like
because it's like we don't all want to go to the same place and I'll get wiped.
right, or like because if you go to if 5 people go to the one place where it's like the beach where you like kind of operate the ship, it only gets operated once, so it's like it's not gonna get operated like 5 times.
Yeah.
So like if you go there, it's a total waste. And so like even that, it's like okay, I think that person's gonna go to the beach, so I'm gonna go here, and I'm in full health, so I'm gonna go to the obvious thing where the alien wants to go. So much good, so much good. Exploration is a decent the exploration decent example, not necessary at all. I think the base game is enough. And then the Sanctuary expansion, which I also reviewed in the Dice Tower, adds like a little wrinkle for people who've played a lot. It is not a necessary expansion at all, but it's cool for people who've played a lot. And I actually don't have that in my life. It's more a game that I play in new groups. Easy to teach, easy to run, high player count.
Yeah.
So not alone. I mean, I'm thinking about it. It probably should be higher.
That's
Really
a
should.
very good game. I do
Very
not
good.
dispute that choice.
Yeah, so that's my number 11, and that is our 20 to 11. We have
Whew.
one more video to go, Liz. One more to go.
One more.
And that's what they all want. The people all want to watch that top
Yes.
10 50-50 coming next time. But until next time, this is Jason Perez from Shelf Stories.
This is Liz Davidson from Beyond Solitaire.
And we want to remind you to Semper Ludimus, which is
we always play, so should you. Ludete.